The committee recommends that this House approves the nomination of Ms. Joyce Titus for appointment as the County Executive Committee member for Education, Training and Skills Development by His Excellency the Governor Kitui County. Also, the committee advises His Excellency that the Governor Kitui County, Dr. Julius Malombe, to receive confirmation from the nominee on a resignation from public service or leave of absence prior to appointing her to the docket nominated and approved to.
On the motion on approval of the report by the Committee on Appointments on the vetting of Joyce Titus, nominee for appointment to the position of County Executive Committee member, CCM, for the Ministry of Education, Training and Skills Development, as read by Honorable Arthur Maluki, that pursuant to the provision of Article 1792B of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, as read together Standing Order number 1844, this Assembly hereby adopts the report by the Committee on Appointments on the vetting of Joyce Titus, nominee for appointment to the position of County Executive Committee member, CCM, for the Ministry of Education, Training and Skills Development, laid on the table of the House on Monday, 6th February 2023, and moved on Tuesday, 7th February 2023. Honorable members, as many of that opinion say aye. Aye. And as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
Mr. Patrick Masila-Munube, the Chief Officer nominee to Department of Economic Planning and Budgeting, is academically and professionally qualified for the position. He has all the required clearances by Chapter 6 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. The nominee demonstrated knowledge and experience in economic planning and budgeting matters. The nominee clearly exhibited an understanding of the roles of the Chief Officer. Number 2, Mr. Makau Kimwende, the Chief Officer nominee to the Department of Finance, Revenue Management and Accounting, is academically and professionally qualified for the position.
On approval of the report by the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning on the vetting of nominees for appointment as Chief Officers in the County Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning and Revenue Management, motion moved by the Chairperson, Committee on Finance and Economic Planning, that pursuant to the provision of Section 45 of the County Governments Act 2012, Section 9 of the Public Appointments into bracket County Assemblies Approval Act number 5 of 2017, and Standing Order number 195F, this Assembly hereby approves the report by the Committee on Finance and Economic Planning on the vetting of, number 1, Mr. Patrick Masila-Munube, nominee for appointment to the position of Chief Officer, Department of Economic Planning and Budgeting, and number 2, Mr. John Makau Kimwele, nominee for appointment to the position of Chief Officer, Department of Finance, Revenue Management and Accounting. Honorable members, as many of that opinion say aye, aye, and as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
The committee recommends that this House approves the nomination of Mr. Peter Onyamusia for appointment as the Chief Officer, Transport and Border Sector by His Excellency the Governor, Kitui County. 2. Approves the nomination of Mr. Evans Mutemi Mutua for appointment as the Chief Officer, Urban Development by His Excellency Governor, Kitui County. 3. Approves the nomination of Mr. Mika Mutisia Khalid for appointment as Chief Officer, Land and Housing by His Excellency the Governor, Kitui County. Approves 4. Approves the nomination of Mr. Benjamin Kedel Chamia for appointment as Chief Officer, Roads and Public Works by His Excellency the Governor, Kitui County.
Which allow me now to put the question on motion on approval of the report by the Committee on Lands, Infrastructure and Urban Development on the vetting of nominees for appointment as Chief Officers in the County Ministry of Lands, Infrastructure and Urban Development, motion moved by Honorable Sami Musili Munyidhia, Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Infrastructure and Urban Development, that pursuant to the provision of Section 45 of the County Governments Act 2012, Section 9 of the Public Appointments to bracket County Assemblies Approval Act number 5 of 2017 and Standing Order number 195F, this Assembly hereby approves the report by the Committee on Lands, Infrastructure and Urban Development on the vetting of, number 1, Mr. Peter Keto Onyamusia, nominee for appointment to the position of Chief Officer, County Department of Transport and Border Sector. Number 2, Mr. Evans Mutemi Mutua, nominee for appointment to the position of Chief Officer, County Department of Urban Development. Number 3, Mr. Michael Mutisia Kali, nominee for appointment to the position of Chief Officer, County Department of Lands and Housing. Number 4, Mr. Benjamin Kitui Chamia, nominee for appointment to the position of Chief Officer, County Department of Roads and Public Works, laid on the table of the County Assembly on Monday, 6th February 2023. Honorable members, as many of that opinion say aye, and as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.
1. The House approves the nomination of Mr. Peter Mwangangi for appointment as Chief Officer for the County Department of Culture, Gender and Social Services, subject to the nominee providing either approve or resignation, transfer or services to leave of absence as per the Public Services Commission regulations of 2020. The committee also advises the governor to take note on the case filed in court restraining appointments of this nominee as per governor's letter dated 19 December 2022. Reference CG KTI stock 00G stock admin 23/40. Number 2, this House approved the nomination of Mr. Nason Kanale Kilonzo for appointment as the Chief Officer for the County Department of Youth, Sports, ICT and Innovation. The committee also advises the governor to take note of the case filed in court restraining appointment of this nominee as per the governor's letter dated 19 December 2022, reference CG KTI stock 00G stock admin stock 23/40.
Motion on approval of the report by the Committee on Culture, Youth, Sports, Gender and Social Services on the vetting of nominees for appointment as Chief Officers in the County Ministry of Culture, Gender, Youth, ICT, Sports and Social Services. Motion moved by the Chair, Honorable Judith Wanza Kasioka, that pursuant to the provision of Section 45 of the County Government Act 2012, Section 9 of the Public Appointments County Assembly's Approval Act number 5 of 2017, and starting order number 195F, this Assembly hereby approves the report by the Committee on Culture, Youth, Sports, Gender and Social Services on the vetting of number 1, Mrs. Bretta Mwenkali Mwangangi, the nominee for appointment to the position of County Chief Officer for Gender, Culture and Social Services. Number 2, Mr. Nason Kanale Kilonzo, the nominee for appointment to the position of County Chief Officer for Youth, Sports, Gender, ICT and Innovation. Honorable members, as many of that opinion say aye, and as many of the contrary opinion say nay, the ayes have it.